let's move on to the next question. Elaborate an incident where you spent time with a child. So here you need to mention when you had spent time with the child, who the child was, under what circumstance you had to spend time with that child. So your answer should fulfill all these basic questions, and your answer can be like this, where recently my friend was in a hurry to go to a nearby city on her work front, and she had this toddler of age 3 who had to be taken care of, and she was in a hurry. She had to move along with her husband, and she was quite confident, and the child was also quite used to me. I was quite known to that child, and so my friend had thought of leaving her with me before she could leave regarding her work. I had offered to babysit the child, and the day had arrived, and when she came and dropped the child and she left, the little one felt so comfortable in my presence. She was in my house, and she was so happy that she was in my house. Without any without any sort of hesitation, or with complete innocence, the child walked right into my living room and she sat on my couch. After some time, the child asked me for some lemonade. She was very comfortable and, in fact, very happy in my presence. It was surprising for me. I thought the child would definitely find some time or take some time to adapt herself to this new situation or to the people around. But she was quick in adapting herself. She was at complete ease at my place. And as she was sipping her lemonade, she just pulled out her coloring book and a bunch of crayons from her bag and asked me to help her with coloring them. We colored for the next almost 1 to 1.5 hours. There was complete silence. After some time, she took out a small doll and she was playing with her doll. She offered the doll to me, and she also wanted me to join with her in playing. We played with the doll for some time. And after some time, she was uttering a few sentences. She was telling me more about her kindergarten school. She was talking to me about her teachers, about her friends, about the songs and the rhymes, the alphabets and the numbers that she had learnt in her school. I learnt a lot from her on that particular day. It is not necessary to take everything in life seriously, because the child, in spite of being in the absence of her parents, was still comfortable. She did not take things seriously. She was very innocent and she was able to adapt herself. She had, in fact, taught me so much lesson for life. How to be adaptable, how to be easygoing, how not to take everything serious in life, how to make friends easily. And that was the day that I decided to make her my role model. And every time I came across any such sticky situation, I always think as to how the little child would have handled that situation. I put myself in her place, and that is how I get to handle any sort of sticky situation in my life. So this is my experience about spending a day with a child, with my friend's child, in fact. Moving on to the follow-up questions. Do children need the company of adults to remain entertained. So do children really need the company of adults, or they can entertain themselves? Children usually know how to keep themselves entertained. These days, even if children accompany their parents they carry their own games and coloring books. So my answer says that children actually do not need an adult to keep themselves engaged or entertained, because they're always imaginative and creative in their own ways. So they have so many things which will keep them engaged. These days, we find that kids always carry a toy or any particular game or a coloring book with them always to keep themselves completely entertained or to keep themselves engaged. They don't expect the elders to spend time with them. Let's go on to the next question. As a child, what games did you enjoy playing? So you can mention again, the wish list is completely yours. As a child, I used to play lots of indoor and outdoor games. I enjoyed games like hide and seek, catch and catch, and badminton. You can still add more games that you enjoy playing. Maybe you can mention you always love to play in the sand pit with your friends. You love to build castles, sand castles. So completely your wish list, your creativity, your imagination. So here I mentioned that as a child, I used to play lots of indoor and outdoor games, and I also have also specified a few games like hide and seek, catch and catch, and badminton. And I'm giving you the option to to add your own answers. You can also try to justify as to why you have decided or why you always wanted to play such games.